This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Look at the shirt. I'm not arguing with you guys. I'm simply explaining to you guys while I'm right. That's what the shirt says. Hear me and hear me well. Listen, man. You guys need to understand this. Folks are sitting here calling me a Kobe Bryant booty boy. What the fuck is that? I get it. You know, folks have to make themselves sound relevant. They got to make themselves sound like, you know what I'm saying, they got something in the tank. Something that gives them some kind of resemblance of a shadow of greatness. But y'all not me, man. Y'all not He Knows His Sport. I embody greatness. Okay? I'm going to say that again. I'm He Knows His Sport. I embody the word greatness. Me and greatness, we're personified together. I'm going to say that again. Me and greatness are personified together. So you could sit here and call me a Kobe Bryant booty boy all you want. First of all, it just shows how suspect you are. And it shows how stupid you are for even using a term like that. Only classic dolts and troglodytes use terms like that. So higgity fucking hush. This is coming from an LBJ apologist, an LBJ stance, a brain full of mush, and a brainwash LBJ follower. Got mad at the community post I put up. How dare you? Damn right, how dare I? Because when you're cold-hearted, you're unadulterated, and you're cutthroat with your truths, how dare you? Damn right. Like when Stephen A. called Andy Ruiz Jr. Butterbean. He was telling the fucking truth, folks. LeBron James in this scenario in basketball. Him being a shit show, a toxic as fuck environment with the purple and gold, the Lakers. It's the truth. Ever since he's gotten there, the team has gotten worse on so many fronts. From head to toe. From top to bottom. He has brought his baggage over there. But I don't know why folks can't see that. Nobody wants to play with him. The young players, clearly their morale is fucked. They don't want to play with him because he wanted to get rid of their asses. I wouldn't want to fucking play with him. The guy has a lot of baggage and issues going on over there. You have to understand, with the purple and gold, you have to be willing to do what's called blood, sweat, and tears. And if you're not willing to do that, then you don't belong on that team. Those purple and gold NBA fans are the worst fans on the planet because you literally have to show blood, sweat, and tears. I told y'all, Kobe Bryant played 20 years for that team, got 5 titles, yet they still found a way to demoralize him, supposedly, right? Derail him, supposedly, right? And try to basically denigrate him. But like me, he's strong-minded. His resilience is second to none, like myself. So you're not going to derail somebody like that. He's unstoppable in his mindset because he knows only he can derail himself. Just like me, only I can derail myself. When someone has that level of resilience, there's no amount of criticism that you can put up against them that's going to fail them. The only thing that's going to fail them is their own failure or their own form of deception, which I told you guys, self-deception is the worst form of deception there is. LeBron James is a product of self-deception. He believes he's the greatest player of all time when clearly he's the greatest of all trolls. And he told you this when he said, I supposedly am the greatest player of all time when I won 70 and I beat the 73-9 Golden State Warriors team. That's comical. It's laughable. It's hysterical at the highest levels. And I keep telling everybody, there's levels to this shit. Shout outs to McMills, right? LeBron James is a product of this modern day Rudy Poo and Plum brain generation. People always wonder why I say Rudy Poo and Plum brain. I don't know. Those terms fit what this generation is. Rudy Poo because their brains is filled with nothing but air. Plum because it's filled with nothing but poop. These folks here don't think, man. They don't have what I call DNA, the independent ability to think for themselves. They are manufactured. They're chemicalized out of a lab, just like LeBron James. This guy's the most overrated basketball player in NBA history. Folks don't want to hear it when I say this. So it's not beyond the point that a guy like Lonzo Ball doesn't want to play for him or doesn't want to play with him, and the LA Lakers are going to get rid of his ass. You don't think LeBron James had his hands in the cookie jar with this nonsense all along? Come on, folks. Wake up and smell the coffee. He wasn't going to deal with Lonzo Ball because Lonzo Ball clearly does not have the skills to merit playing with LeBron James. And then on top of that, the baggage of his dad, LeVar Ball. Come on. LeBron James wasn't going to deal with that shit, especially with all of the slide to the mouth stuff that LeVar Ball was saying prior to his son getting to the NBA. We knew it was nonsense when he tried to compare his son to Stephen Curry. We knew it was nonsense when he tried to say his son was better than any one of those players. That's what you call being a troll at the highest levels. He was trolling like nobody's business because we knew LeVar Ball, when you looked at the product in front of you, he wasn't going to measure up. Not with the likes of what we've seen in front of us with the players in this era. This era is soft as cotton-nail tissue papers, folks. It's not the greatest era in basketball. All this stuff about players being bigger, stronger, faster, maybe genetically, maybe from a physiological standpoint, maybe from genetics, maybe from anatomy, but from a basketball mindset, nah. From what they're made up here, nah. The stock that they have in them, nah. There's only a few players in the league right now that remind you of old school players. Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, and I can name a few more. But most of them, they ain't built for this shit, man. They're not built for it. And LeBron James is the one who started this stuff. And folks need to see that for what it is. There's no marquee top player unless you're being strung by the LRMR puppets, unless you're being strung by the L'Occlusion nonsense that's going to play with him. The legacy is done. The cachet is over. He lost his luster, folks. He's done. You can't get in more truth-telling fashion than this order. Nobody delivers you the truth the way that I do, because I deliver it to you like a two-edged sword, piercing the dividing asunder of your mind. But at the same time, it's also opening your mind, because the truth, not only does it hurt, but guess what? It sets your ass free. Because that's what happens here. You need to be set free from this LBJ apologist and LBJ stance rhetoric nonsense. LeBron James, in my book, is the 11th best player on the planet. And now with his debacle over there in the Western Conference, showcasing that he was really only a guy that could lead you to the finals in a week. And when I say week, I stretch the word week as NBA Eastern Conference for 9 straight years. It not only shows me where his truest and properest levels. No, let me rewind that and say that in his version. It does not only show me his truest and most properest levels. It shows me that this guy is the most bust and the most overrated basketball player we've ever seen. He is a product of ref goons via the NBA, a la David Stern and Adam Silver, that have officiated games for this guy on a level that's insane. He is a product of Nike and NBA working together, both Phil Knight and the NBA. Because remember, they invested $90 million in a shoe contract on this dude. So they had to recoup their investment. So if they had to cheat for his ass because his skills wasn't good enough to do it himself, they had to do it. Look how long it took that man to win. He had to go and play with Dwayne Wade. He had to go under that psychology of Dwayne Wade's basketball mind. And also the psychology of a Pat Riley. Because he couldn't do it himself. But mind you, he's the chosen one, right? You see the shit that I'm talking about? People fall for that bullshit. We've seen Michael Jordan do less. We've seen him win with less. We've seen Kobe Bryant, even more so him, out of all these guys, have really won with less. But folks are not using the true NBA eye test. They're using what I call modern day Rudy Poo and Plum Plum Brain ultra fanboy and ultra fangirl ism mindset bullshit. This is why they can't see the truth in front of their eyes. The truth of the fact of the matter is this, and it's very simple. LeBron James is not going to win anymore. The Los Angeles Lakers as an organization is continuously tanking. And everyone in that organization has a great degree of measure of blame. But the most blame is put on LeBron James because of the baggage, of the occlusion, and the LRMR stuff that he's been doing from team to team that has been carrying him. I told you guys, this man is worse than Terrell Owens. He is the worst. He will be remembered in NBA history as the biggest LeTeam Obilerator in basketball. This is He Knows His Sport. Check it out.